When I'm working with people moving here to the Jackson area, I get questions all the time about my favorite foods and restaurants around the area. And you know, everybody says, hey, just make a video. You should make a video and just tell us what these are in the video. So many people have asked for it. Well, I'm finally doing it. In this video, we're gonna be talking about my favorite restaurants here in the Jackson area. What's up, everybody? My name is Jared Laster. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams right here in the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. This is the Living in Jackson channel where I'm giving you information about the area and showing you around all the time. We've got videos coming out every single week. This is what you're looking for. Make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell. That way you'll get notified every time one of our new videos comes out. And of course, if you're somebody who's actually thinking about making a move here, we're getting calls from you, emails all the time, every day. And we love it. You know, we can't wait to help you make that move here to the Jackson area. So reach out to us. You can call us, text us, email us, DM us. You can even break out your microphone. You know, it don't matter how you get in touch with us, just as long as you do it, because we got your back moving here to the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. Now in this video, I am going to give you my top 10. I had to narrow it down. It was really tough. But I did narrow it down to my top 10. I have one bonus. So the bonus is going to be at the end. So you want to stick around for that one for sure, because it might be my favorite overall, but we're gonna leave that for the end. I've got my personal top 10. I just want some disclaimers though here, because I know some locals are probably gonna watch this, and I expect to see some comments. I hope I get some comments telling me, you know, if you are local, if you've been here, leave some comments about your favorites, especially if I don't include them on the list. Tell me what should have been included. Tell me what maybe I should go try, because I haven't tried everything around here. So these are my personal top 10 favorite restaurants that we could narrow it down to here for this video. And you know, this is stuff that I like, it's foods I like. It's also, you know, proximity plays a part in this. I do live in Flowood, so it's, you know, pretty rare that I'm going over to Clinton to eat unless I'm out there for, you know, for work or doing something, you know, that I have to be in Clinton. I'm not driving over there all the time just to go eat. And same thing for a lot of other areas on that side of the metro area on the west side. So I'm usually on the kind of eastern, maybe northern and eastern sides of the metro area for the most part. And so it makes sense, that's probably where most of my favorites are. So if you live in another part of the metro area, I'm telling you, people come to this channel to get information about the area. And if you've got a perspective that I don't have, leaving that in the comments would be really helpful. I do want to also mention, we've done food videos in the past where we've gone to restaurants. If you'd like to see some more of that, let me know. It's something that we might look into doing a little bit more of. You can go back and look at our very old videos. Our first couple videos on the channel actually are restaurant videos, so you can go back and see those. So let's go ahead and get into the list. I am starting with the restaurants that are actually in Jackson proper, in the city of Jackson, and then we'll kind of work our way out around from there. So the first one that I have here is Roosters. Now Roosters is in the Fondren area. It's in Fondren Corner actually. Big blue building there. It's right on the corner. And it's a great, I mean, everything that they have that I've tried is really good. They've got burgers, they've got chicken, they've got some salads, some other things. My personal favorite there, and my personal favorite just about anywhere that has it, is the chicken fried steak or country fried steak. There are honestly not a lot of places around the metro area that I've been to that I've tried, and again, if you know of one, leave it in the comments, that have that, a good chicken fried steak. But they have a really good one there at Roosters in Fondren, so that would be my personal recommendation if you do go there. But it's so good, really good food. It's usually not a very long wait unless you go right at like the peak rush hours at lunch, you know, when people are coming there. But it's just, you know, the prices are not that bad and food is great. So Roosters, first one on the list. Next up on the list, I've got Iron Horse. Iron Horse is going to be over in Jackson. It's on Pearl Street, kind of on the west side of the downtown area of Jackson over there. And it is just, I mean, it's a cool restaurant. They've got live music on some nights. They've got a guy who plays saxophone at on Sunday morning. They do a Sunday morning brunch there, which is really good. But they've kind of got a pretty good mix of food. I'd say it's kind of like a Southwest and Southern blend. You go in, you get chips and salsa. You can get some kind of like, you know, Tex-Mex type food. You can get steaks, or you can get some seafood. You can get a pretty good little mix of things there. And again, everything I've tried there really good. Prices are actually not that bad as far as, you know, a sit-down restaurant would go. But, you know, it's just a great, you know, atmosphere, good environment there. Mostly casual there, so you're not really having to dress up or anything like that. But you go on the right night, you can get some music. I think it's at least Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, I believe. You may want to double check on their website or Facebook before you really want that live music, double check it. But you can also go there upstairs. If you go upstairs, they've got a wax museum. It's got kind of like, you know, just prominent figures in the music industry from Mississippi. You can go see that, and some other little neat add-ons to it too. But that's up there upstairs. A lot of people don't know about it. It's completely free. You can go up there while you're waiting. If they're busy, you're waiting on the table, or after you get and eat, go up there and check out that. It's really neat. A lot of people that live here don't even know about it. So definitely check out Iron Horse. The food is great. Atmosphere is fantastic. And a little bonus wax museum up there at the top. Moving on to the next one on my list. Another one in Jackson is Fine and Dandy. Since Fine and Dandy opened, my first time I've been there, they have been one of my favorites. Again, atmosphere is really, it's not only is it great, it's also very unique. They're going for what they've described as grandma chic, and I think they pretty much nail that right on the head. It's just, you got to go there and see it. We did one of those old videos we did on the channel was actually about Fine and Dandy. So if you go back on the channel, you can see that where we go in the kitchen. They cook one of their most popular burgers there. So they do burgers was their big thing, kind of starting out. And they also have the bar. They've got a lot of, you know, you can get whatever, you know, mixed drinks you want. They've got beers on draft too. So whatever you're looking for there, they've got the inside bar and an outside bar right there. It's in the district of Eastover. So you've got the district green right there. Just a really nice area all around it. And the restaurant itself, no exception. The food there is all really good. And I mentioned, again, this is going to be I mentioned this a few times. My favorite food personally is going to be that chicken fried steak or country fried steak. Here at Fine and Dandy, they have a very unique take on that. They have a country fried ribeye, and the way they do it, when I looked at it, I thought it would not work. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but I was up for it. I wanted to try it. You know, I'm really not, you know, when they give you the onion straws with a steak, I don't really eat those, but they have that on there. It comes, you know, it's country fried ribeye. And it's not like, sometimes you hear about that and it's like a little thin piece. This is like a real steak, and it's, you know, fried up, and it's in like this bowl with kind of like a bed of beans. And it does not sound like, to me, doesn't really look like it's gonna be as good as it is, but it is so good. It is absolutely delicious. So I recommend trying that if you want to step out a little bit. If you want to try their burgers, the burgers are fantastic. They've got several different varieties on that. And they've got some other stuff too, some good desserts, some alcoholic desserts. They've got a thing where they'll bring it out and with the big sparkler candles on it. So if you're celebrating a birthday or something like that, kind of a unique place to go. So I highly recommend Fine and Dandy. And the rest of the stuff there in the district is nice too. You've got the food hall there with a lot of options across the street. You've also got Sal and Mookie's. If you like pizza, you can go over there and get that. Pizza and wings at Sal and Mookie's. They just opened up at the district as well. I didn't include them on my list just because, number one, I haven't really been there enough, and number two, I have a little issue with lactose sometimes, so I don't always go to pizza. So again, maybe somebody else can comment about the more dairy-filled food options around the area. But that's all there at the district. It's a really fun place. It's a nice place, and it just, you know, high-end feel there. It's just nice to go sit out. They'll have music on the district green there too. So. I could talk about that. I did a whole other video about the district, so you can go watch that one. If you want to, I'll pop it up wherever videos pop up when we do that. Moving on here to the next one is one of my favorites that we probably frequent more than just about any of these others, and that's going to be El Sombrero in Flowood. If you like Mexican food, I like El Sombrero. You know, prices are pretty comparable to what you'd see anywhere else. Mexican food is usually pretty affordable for a nice sit-down restaurant. Service is always quick, food is always good, and yeah, we just don't really have any issues there with El Sombrero. It's just, I always enjoy it. I will say, I just want to mention, now that's in Flowood. Obviously I live in Flowood, so it's right there, it's easy to go to. We recently tried another Mexican restaurant in Pearl called Salsas. It's on Pearson Road in Pearl. I didn't put it on my list because I've only been there one time, but the one time I went, it was really good. Just as good, maybe better than El Sombrero. I don't know, but I've got to go back more to try it out just a little bit to see. So if you're in the Pearl area, you don't want to drive up, maybe check out Salsa. Salsa's a good too. But let's keep on going down the list. The next one is Osaka. You probably, if you watched a lot of the videos, I've mentioned Osaka before. They are in Flowood, right at the corner of Airport Road and Highway 25, where it comes together there. Mugshots is on the corner, which is a burger restaurant. And then right behind that little shopping center where the movie theater is, you'll see Osaka. I think they might be moving to a bigger location soon, so I may have to update that. But as of right now, that's where they are. That is hibachi, sushi, Japanese there. And it's really good, and they have got some of the best prices as well. You know, you can pay a lot on a hibachi dinner, and I'm not saying it's cheap, but it's more affordable than some of the other places around, and the food is just as good, if not, in my opinion, it's better than what I've gotten in some of the other places around the area. So really like Osaka. If that's what you're looking for, definitely check them out. I do want to mention, since I mentioned Mugshots, I really like some things at Mugshots. I told you have an issue with lactose, but they do have some really good cheese wedges there. It's not like a mozzarella stick, it's like wedges. You can get either mozzarella or pepper jack cheese if you like that. I do really like that there. I used to love their burgers. If you're somebody from Mugshots watching, I think they changed where they get their meat from, yeah, like a year or two ago, and to me, it just hasn't been as good. So I don't know. Take that for what you will. The food there, the rest of it's still great. Service is great, but the burgers, I don't know, haven't been as good. Anyway, they're not part of the list today. They're still good. We're gonna keep on going down the list though to Canovas. Now, Canovas, a smokehouse, is a new one in Flowood. It's barbecue, and there haven't been a ton of barbecue places around the area that I personally have really just loved. There's been some that I've liked, they're okay, but none that I really just thought were just really good. Canovas is really good, and it's not just me saying that, because I see them all the time posting they sell out. So you'll want to get there kind of early if you're wanting some barbecue food. You're in Flowood, definitely check out Canovas. Canova is very good. They, you know, I think they're going to have to get a bigger location, even though they just opened. So definitely check them out, support them, hope they grow. Food really good there. We actually went on their opening night. They did kind of a soft opening, and you could sign up and go. We went, and I was impressed the first time. We've been back too. So I mean, it's really good. If you want some good barbecue, check out Canova Smokehouse in Flowood. Next up on my list here, Amerigo's. So Amerigo is going to be Italian. Now, I told you, again, the lactose issue. I don't eat this a lot, but my wife does like it, and there are things I can get there and I can work by. So Amerigo's really good. It really has an upscale feel to it. You know, it's a nice Italian restaurant. You can, you know, if you go at peak times, there can be a pretty good wait, but you know, at lunch or off-peak hours, it's not too bad. And it just, to me, when I walk in, you know, it feels like you're going to be spending a lot more money than you are, just because it has that look and feel of a really high-end restaurant. But then the prices are not bad, so it's very affordable for what you get, I feel like, and the food is great, the service is great. I mean, it's top-notch. It's right there in the Market Street area of Flowood, which is just a nice little area there in Flowood. They've got a lot of local shops. You know, if you want to go walk across the street, there's a little local frozen yogurt place called Very Good Yogurt. Right there next to it, there's some other things there. So just a really good little spot in Flowood. And yeah, Amerigo's. It's if you want Italian food, that's probably where I would tell you to go. Moving on down my list, the next one is Crolacus in Ridgeland. So if you like Greek food, this is a good one. Now, there are a lot of Greek restaurants around here. I'll admit I haven't tried a lot of them, but I have tried Crolacus. I've been there several times. So everything they've got there, you know, all your traditional Greek food. They also have you know, I guess a lot of Greek places that will have burgers. They've got a burger there with mozzarella on it. It's so good. It's really good. You can see I really struggle a lot with the cheese issue because I love things that have cheese in them. But anyway, the burger there, everything else, the gyros, they've got salads, they've got all kinds of stuff there. Fantastic. It's always really good. Service is pretty quick. It's in Ridgeland. It's located in Ridgeland, right there in the Old Town District, Old Town Railroad District there in Ridgeland. So Looking for great food, check them out. And there's other ones. I don't want to say that they're the best, and I don't want to say necessarily that any of these are, well, some of them are, but I don't want to say all these are the best. I think they're better than all the others. These are just, again, my personal favorites, the ones that I have frequented, the ones that I've been to, and they're good. So take that for what you will. Try them out. Try some others, but they've been really good. So now we made it to the last one on the main list, number 10 of the list, and this one is probably also the farthest out from the center of the city, and that is going to be the Blue Rooster. The Blue Rooster is up in Flora. It's a little tiny town in Madison County. If you're in Madison, it's going to take you about 20 minutes or so, maybe 25, to get out to the Blue Rooster. And check their schedule, because there's some days that they're not open, but definitely worth the drive out there. I'm going to say I have to recommend, if you go, you really got to try the flamethrower burger there. It's the burger. It's got your regular burger patty. It's got some chopped up sirloin on it. It's got jalapenos, some grilled caramelized onions, and cheese. It's really good. To me, it is the best burger in the entire area. And me saying that, I know, and I want you to leave the comments. I want you to tell me where the other best burgers are in the area. But to me, it's the best burger. If you haven't tried it and you're telling me one of these other burgers is better, tell me, but then go try it. I really want to know, just because to me, they've got the best burger in the whole area. Anytime that I am out, if I'm with a client, we're looking at houses up in that area, I'm trying to get over there to Flora to go check out the Blue Rooster, just because it's so good. And it's far away from me over here, so I don't get to go over there very often, but I take any opportunity I can to get up there to the Blue Rooster. And if you have the opportunity, I would recommend it too. Another side note, if you're up in Flora and that's not quite what you're looking for, there is a barbecue restaurant there called Dave's Triple B. And Dave's Triple B used to be located in Jackson on High Street. They moved their location out there to Flora because it's actually owned by and run by the Flora Butcher, which is another thing there in Flora. If you want some high quality local meat, you can get it there at the Flora Butcher, or you can just go to the restaurant, Dave's Triple B, get some barbecue there. Fantastic barbecue. Again, I mentioned I like Canova. Canova is, 5 minutes away from my house. Dave's Triple B now is much farther away, and I do have a little bone to pick with them, and I hope somebody from Dave's Triple B watches this video. Y'all used to have a chicken fried steak that was probably one of the best ones in the whole area when you're on High Street, and then you got rid of it when you moved up to Flora. I don't know why you did that, but if you put it back on the menu, I will come out there and we'll make a whole video about it and promote it and get you some business. That's how serious I am. It was really good, and they got rid of it. So I hope they'll bring that back. So now that's the 10. That's the list of my 10 favorite restaurants here in the area. Again, it was very hard to narrow that down. Noticeable lack probably of some seafood places. I'm not really big into seafood. If you are, I've been to Half Shell. I don't really eat seafood there. They've got some other options. They actually have a really good steak. Half Shell in Flowood and Madison is good. Shaggy's up on the reservoir if you want like some catfish or other seafood. They've got a lot of stuff there. Great atmosphere at Shaggy's. But, I'm not a big seafood person. So if you're a big seafood person, leave it in the comments. Let me know. All right. The last thing here, you made it to the end. Again, you got to leave me a thumbs up, and you got to leave me a comment telling me, what your favorites here. Really hope you do that. I'm going to give you this last one. Here's a bonus. It's not really a restaurant per se, although he does have a physical location. He's telling me he's going to be opening up in August, and it's there. He's just not in it yet. But that is One Guy Steak and Chicken. It's going to be Chef K there. You got to go check him out. He's on I-55 in Jackson. I'm telling you, it would be my absolute favorite on the whole list, and just in general in the whole area. The food you get there is just, it's fantastic. He's gone and trained over in France. He's done a lot of stuff. He used to be out here in Flowood on Old Fannin Road. He's moved to that location there on I-55 in Jackson. And I'm just going to tell you, be prepared to wait. If you don't get there early, you could be waiting there for an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours. But you'll see that people will wait for it. You'll see the line and people wait. So if people are waiting that long to get the food, it's good. And I want to say this too, the food itself is fantastic. If you just ate the food dry, food is really good. However, and this is coming from me, I'm not a big sauce person. I don't go to a lot of places and get all kinds of different sauces. And I was hesitant with his at first too. But he has a special sauce that he makes, unique. He makes it himself. And if I can ever get the recipe for it, help me out, Ken. I will make it for you and deliver it. Just give me the, anyway. The sauce is so good, okay? The sauce is fantastic, unbelievable. And you can put it on just about anything. We get it from him sometimes, and we got food here at home. It doesn't quite taste as good as what he cooks, but it gets it almost there with just the sauce. The sauce is really good. So do not, if you're a person like me, maybe get on the side, but try it. Do not skip the sauce. Do not go without it. You want to get the sauce. He's got all kinds of stuff there. He'll put like a ribeye on a pita, and he like fries the pita bread for just a little bit to get it a little crispy. He'll put that on there. He does crab cakes. He does grilled chicken, crispy chicken, steak fingers as well. And you want to get that sauce on there. I'm telling you, you want to get the sauce. Sometimes he'll do fried mashed potatoes. He hasn't done that as much lately, but he used to do that a lot. Now he mostly does fries just because I think it helps with the flow of trying to keep up with the demand. He's got all these people waiting. But if you can get the fried mashed potatoes, those are really good too. All right, y'all, that's my whole list. If you like the video, again, make sure you get down there, leave me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps us get this out to more and more people. Of course, if you've got some other opinions, or if you got some places you think I need to try, or people watching this video need to try, leave those down in the comments. I love to support these local restaurants, local businesses, and if we can drive more business to them by you leaving a comment, that's just helping everybody out, because we want to keep that good food here. We want to keep those restaurants going. So definitely leave that down there. And again, if you're somebody thinking about moving here, you want to eat all this great food, you want to try it all, well, you just gotta reach out to us. Give us a call. You can text us, email us, DM us. You can even break out your megaphone. Really, y'all, it don't matter how you get in touch with us, just as long as you do it, because we got your back moving here to the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. Thank y'all for watching this one. I can't wait to try some of this good food with you when you make it down here to Jackson. But until then, I'll see you on